golden ring. Throughout this video, I'm probably not going to say the right terminology, but that's just what I call it. This is going to be the nozzle. I actually really like this one on this new sink because I feel like it's a lot more modern and the pressure is a lot better than my last one. One thing that is a little different in this sink compared to my last one is just how to fill up the water tank. There's this little golden hole right here, which is what I kind of unplugged. That is going to be where I fill up the water tank with clean water. Right here, the one I just unplugged, is going to be where I drain the dirty water. Again, this is a portable head spa sink. It does not require plumbing. So throughout the service, essentially you just drain out the water, which I will show later in the video. This last hole is for the golden ring. So right here, I'm just filling up the water tank with clean water. Again, you have to fill up the water tank for each and every client. So this essentially is going to be for one client. And I realized that my last sink was about 3 buckets worth of water. This one's about 5, which is nice, so I can use more water. As you can see here, it is a little odd how they designed this one, only because the golden hole is kind of at a slant, so there's extra water in there, but that is okay. I'm actually going to show you how to drain the water. So essentially, if you don't want to start with any water in your sink, that's perfectly okay. So that hole again is where you're going to drain the water. It's not draining because of the position of the spigot. So once I turn that, it's going to drain out the water. And that is how I'm going to drain out the water during the service as well. So now that the water tank is filled, I'm going to just plug everything back in. This golden hole, essentially you're not going to touch that the entire service because only clean water should go in there. And this is essentially the setup of that. So I'm going to plug it in. And then on one side of my sink, this is the thermostat water storage tank. So this is essentially for the water that I just poured into the tank. All temperatures are going to be different for sinks, so you kind of have to just play with the water to see where you like it at. Once I get to the temperature I want, I'm going to press confirm and it's going to warm up. For the nozzle, I do like the design of this sink because they put the button a lot closer to me. The last one was very far from me, which is a little inconvenient, so I do like that change as well. So I'm going to just flick the little red button that's on the side, and that is going to turn on the water nozzle. Also, again, the water nozzle pressure on this one's a lot better, which I really like. And then I'm going to just leave the water in the tank to show you guys the next part of the sink, which is the golden ring. Again, you have to have water in the tank in order for the golden ring to work. If there's no water in there, no water is going to come out of the golden ring. So for this, on my sink, there's another on the other side of the sink. This is the settings for just the golden ring. The timer, honestly, that I was pointing out at first, I never touched that. This is going to be the temperature for the golden ring. Again, all sinks are different, so you're going to have to just play with the water to see where you like it set at. Once I have it set at where I want, I'm just going to push the power button, and that is going to turn on the water. I will say I really like this golden ring more than my last one because it has 2 extra little spigots on the side, which I think is pretty cool. Also, again, the water pressure just seems to be a lot